universal face palettes. What if we got it just because it's pretty and we want to make our face shiny? Hello, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for being here. That was super sweet of you. Oh my goodness, what an exciting video we have for you today. But first, let's address the background. So here in the background, you'll notice there's a big lump in the bed, and you're probably thinking to yourself, looks like somebody didn't make the bed this morning, but that could not be further from the truth. You'll see the lump is moving now. It's Bird. Do you want to see? I don't want to disturb him, but I just like to check in and make sure he's still breathing. Hi, sir. Can you see everybody? Oh, I'm sorry. You go back to your resting. That's been Bert's new thing lately, is that he scales the bed. Like, he goes under the comforter and then just slithers in there and finds himself a little spot. It's very sweet, but he does make me nervous. He's gonna suffocate in there, but he's not like under the sheets. He's just under the comforter, you know, so I think it's okay. And also, I wanted to talk to you about a plant. This might be something I do where I show a plant of the video. I don't think I have enough to do it for very long, but I want to start showing you my plants that I always place right here, but it's not tall enough to see. This is a new plant I got. My boyfriend informed me that it is a serum plant. I don't know what that means, but it does sound like skincare and I like it very much. But look how beautiful it is. It's so cute. I think it's kind of like a succulent. I don't know. It's very pretty. I'm a big fan. I would love to hear what pet safe, non-toxic houseplants you guys are into because I'm always looking for new plants. But that's not what this video is about. You did not click on this video to listen to me show off my pet-friendly houseplants and show off my pet that likes to eat the houseplants. No, you clicked on this video because you, like me, have an interest in makeup that gives me FOMO. This is the second video in my Makeup That Gives Me FOMO series. This is not an original idea. I saw Smokey Glow do it at some point last year. I'm sure other people have done it too, but boy oh boy is it a fun topic to talk about. FOMO means fear of missing out. So this video is going to be me talking about makeup that I feel like I'm missing out on, but I can't quite take that leap to buy it. So if that sounds like a topic that is interesting to you and you want to hear all about makeup products that give me FOMO, then I encourage you to please subscribe and keep on watching. It's coming at you right now. Alrighty, let me scooch over so you can see where the products are going to be on the screen, since obviously it's Makeup That Gives Me FOMO. I don't have it yet. So, well, not in every case, but stay tuned for that one. So the first product I want to talk about is, I think, the only makeup product I have on here that is a somewhat recent launch, but regardless, I have decided for myself that I'm not buying it, but there's such a part of me that's like, maybe it's the KVD Good Apple Foundation. Are they good apples or are they bad apples? Ooh, now I'm not so sure. Good apple. It is a good apple. Very good. Okay, this beautiful foundation that everybody on TikTok has been ranting and raving about for like the last few weeks. Yeah, I got big FOMO over it. My FOMO muscles are jacked about this foundation because it, on paper, is everything I should want in a foundation, right? It's a cream. Love it. It is in beautiful packaging. We love that. And it's a balm like consistency. They're calling it like a foundation balm. It's supposed to be good for dry skin. I mean, it's everything I should want. It should be no question. I should just be buying this. But the reason that I haven't been able to, go through with it yet is because I feel like a lot of people on TikTok just went through and really hyped this up. But something that was kind of weird that another TikToker I pointed out is that everyone was hyping this up because of the one swipe coverage, which is just not really how you can gauge a foundation being good. I don't know, it was weird. Everyone in these TikToks were blown away that they dipped their brush into the balm and then they swiped it on their face and they were like, wow, there's actually coverage. It's yeah, it's a foundation and you loaded your brush with it. I don't know, I don't feel like that really proved a whole lot about the foundation. So it was just interesting to then watch other more full reviews. Not to say that some of these TikToks didn't give full reviews, but not a lot of them did wear tests. So when I watched Rocio Cervantes on Instagram, who's an incredible makeup artist, you should absolutely be following her. I watched her do a full day wear test and it didn't look great at the end of the day. And I know Rocio has dry skin too. So I just felt like after watching her review, after seeing a couple other people who I really admire for their base routines give it a full wear test, it just didn't seem to last all that long, which, if full transparency with you guys, I'm not always that concerned about my makeup lasting a long time. I'm the person whose mask is always coated in blush, and I just don't really care because I'm not going somewhere where I'm gonna take it off when I get there, you know? So for me, it's transfer proof, all that, I don't really care. But I do just feel like for the price point, you know, it's $38 for the KVD Good Apple Foundation. I kind of would expect a little bit of lasting power. And like I said, I don't care too much about lasting power, but what I noticed more with Rosio's review is that it was the fact that it really broke apart. But there's also part of me that's like, I need to get my grimy little fingers on it myself and try it for myself. But I don't know. There's just too many mixed reviews on it. I would love to know if you guys have tried the Good Apple Foundation. I also am just generally very skeptical of things that get overhyped. So I kind of have that feeling in the back of my mind where I'm like, it's overhyped, it can't actually be good. But maybe it is, maybe it can, and I definitely have FOMO over it. So definitely let me know if you've tried this foundation, and should I just get it? I don't know, and maybe if they have a sale, I don't know. Okay, let me know your thoughts. All right, the next product I want to talk about is a makeup product that I have both roasted to no end and almost bought many a time, and that is the Dior Backstage face palettes. So they have multiple face palettes. I'm talking about them all generally. I don't know which shade I would go with. One big gripe I want to get out right off the gate, which is usually what I roast them for, is the fact that they have a shade called Universal, which I don't know about you guys, does this look universal to you? We should have left universal face palettes in 2020. What the heck are we doing? We should have left them in 2000 is the word. We should have left universal face palettes decades ago, but here they still are. So this is bogus, this is baloney. Boo, boo, we hate universal face palettes. Universal face palettes don't exist, but that's besides the point. I still want a Dior Backstage face palette, and I don't know why. I don't know what it is. There's something about Dior where, like, out of all of the luxury brands, like, you know, like Chanel, Marc Jacobs, Tom Ford, out of all of the luxury brands, Dior is always the one that I'm like, okay, I'm listening, tell me more. I've said in videos before, but inside my brain, I picture the Keebler elves. You guys know those Keebler commercials where the Keebler elves are like rushing to make the cookies and they have the wheelbarrow and they're going all there and it's chaos and it's chaos and it's chaos. That's what my brain looks like when I try to think about this Dior face palette, because we don't know what category to put this in, and I need help because it's definitely overpriced. So that's usually pretty easy for me to say no to it, because I think this is like $45, which is less than I thought it was gonna be, but at the same time, it's for like highlights, basically. In some palettes, they have a bronzer shade, but it looks very shimmery for a bronzer, so I don't think I would wear it as bronzer. There's just something in the back of my mind that's like, you're gonna put on that highlight and your skin is going to transform. You will turn into a beautiful supermodel and your skin will be glistening and glowing like the fresh sun on a lake in the morning time. Did I really paint a visual for you there? I was trying to paint a visual for you there, but I don't think that's actually gonna happen. And I have so many highlights that don't cost $45 that I use. I don't need this. Why do I want this? I don't know. It's so easy for me to talk myself out of it because the logic in me is like, oh, you don't need it because it's overpriced. You don't need it because it probably all the shades won't work on you. You don't need it because they're all highlighters. And what do you need 4 highlighters for? But then my Sagittarius moon is like, what if we got it just because it's pretty and we want to make her face shiny? No! Virgo, take hold, take hold. Ooh, I have my Virgo candle right in front of me here. Oh, how fun. But anyway, have any of you actually tried the Dior Backstage face palette? Because I need to know. If it's worth the money and you all tell me it's worth the money, then maybe I will get it. Like I said, I've almost gotten it a few times before in a couple of shopping videos on my channel before. So I've gotten close, but I haven't quite done it yet. So let me know if I should chop my FOMO into a million little pieces and then blow it off into the sunset, or if I should give in to my FOMO and buy it. I'd love to hear from you. I can't wait to hear what you have to say. All right, let's talk about some blush. Blush is the product that I have the hardest time saying no to. There are many few blushes that I have seen on the Trend Mood page that I haven't immediately wanted. I am a blush lady. I love blush. I'm not a blush wearer who wears blush to like, ugh, look like I have a natural flush. Look like I just got done taking a jog. No, I want to look like I'm wearing blush, and I love that look. I love blush so much. So these Alamar blush trios, right? This Alamar Cosmetics, I believe it's an indie brand. I know it's owned by Gabby T, MUA, who's like, she's friends with Kathleen Light. She's a makeup artist, very talented. And so they have these 3 blush trios. I want one real bad. And I feel like, I don't know why I haven't gotten one yet. I think it's because I haven't tried anything from Alamar before. And they're a little expensive, definitely not as expensive as the Dior face palette. I think they might be like $30 some. Let me confirm that for you. Oh shoot, this is $25. That's less money than I thought it was gonna be. Do I need to buy it now? Wait, okay, wait. I'll wait until you guys answer me. I don't know why I haven't gotten these yet. I think I always get into a place where I see that there's 3 different blush trios and they're kind of aimed towards skin tones, it seems. Well, not necessarily, but they have one in Fair Light, which is this one, right? You can definitely tell that's aimed for fair light skin tones. One for medium tan, which doesn't look super different. I mean, I feel like you could get away with both with light skin tones, but the one that I want is the dark rich palette, because do you see that middle shade? Oh my gosh, the first 2 shades I'm like blown away, but even the 3rd shade, I know that might be a little deep for me, but I feel like I could go in with a light hand and make it work. I don't know what to do. I feel like my logical brain is like, if you get it, you have to get the fair light one because that's your skin tone, but the part of me that doesn't give a dang about anything is like, I can get the dark rich one, you know? It's not a face palette. It's not like they're highlights that aren't going to work for me. They're blushes. You can make blush work for anything, you know? I have a plum berry shade from Honest Beauty. I'll put it on the screen. It looks like this. And when I first got it, I was like, ooh, did I make a huge mistake? But that shade looks beautiful blended out. So I feel like I can make the deeper shade in the Alamar palette work too. But I don't know, something in my brain is like, don't buy it just yet. But I don't know why. I've only ever heard good things about their blush formula, about their powder formula generally. I know they have a bronzer palette too that looks really nice, but I'm definitely more intrigued by the blush one. So I would love to hear from you guys. Have you tried anything from Alamar? Have you tried any of their blush trios? Is the formula really that good? I don't know why I thought they were over $30. $25 for 3 blushes isn't a bad deal. Ooh, and I can mix my own shades together. That could be fun. I don't know. Is it worth it? I'd love to know. Okay, real quick, this one's kind of cheating, but we're gonna talk about it anyways. Okay, so for a long time, I have been curious about MAC blushes. I feel like I've always heard very good things about MAC blushes. Also, like I said, I'm an easy sell on blush. I tend to like most blushes that I try because blush is beautiful and I love to look blushed. But I remember when they announced the MAC Glow Play blushes, I saw a lot of my favorite YouTubers. I know Jamie Page was raving about them. I'm pretty sure Mariah Leonard was. All of the people who I really trust with like good complexion products were raving about it. And I was like, oh, I don't know, MAC's expensive and blah, blah, blah. I don't know what to do. I can't just buy a blush. Well, fast forward to yesterday, or in my case, rewind, but fast forward from a year ago when I first saw them reviewing them. So I'm at Marshall's, right? I'm minding my own business. I'm moseying here, I'm moseying there. I pop into the makeup section for a second, and what do I see? Oh, just the most beautiful blush you've ever seen in the whole world. You guys, they had the MAC Glow Play blushes at my Marshall's. And just to note, my Marshall's never has good makeup. My Marshall's just carries like drugstore makeup, which is fine, but they're just kind of like the same price as the drugstore, so there's not really a lot of good finds. And I saw this yesterday and I had to get it. I was like, oh my gosh, it's here, it's right here, it's waiting for me. I have the shade Heat Index. Look at this shade. Has there ever been a more me shade? I'm wearing it today. It's so pretty. The texture of this is unreal, and I got this for $12.99. They're normally $30, so you know, pretty good deal on that. And I know this is cheating, but I just wanted to talk to you about it because they're really good. And this was a product I had FOMO for like over a year. And yesterday I got to give into the FOMO, and I have to say, it feels amazing. I feel so good. Tara Brooke is another person who has recently raved about a MAC Glow Play blush that she has. So I kind of had her voice in my head. Tara, you were with me in that Marshall's yesterday, and I was looking at this like, oh, do I get it? Do I not? And I heard Tara say, yes, in the back of my mind, and I was like, okay, I'm sold. So sometimes it feels really good to give in to FOMO, and doing it yesterday makes me want to do it some more. So I just wanted to share that with you. This was a great TJ Maxx Marshalls. There, I know they're the same thing. This was a great Marshalls find, and I'm just very happy about it. All right, the last products I want to talk to you about that give me FOMO are Ofra highlighters. Yes, I mean all of them. So Ofra highlighters are something I have heard hyped up for years and years and years. Ever since I started getting into makeup, everyone says Ofra highlighters are the best highlighter formula. And you see people do that little swatch, and then they show their finger, and then they do a little do, and it's all shiny, and you're like, oh my gosh, I want it. But I don't know why. I've just never been able to actually buy one. One, because they're kind of expensive, and I know a lot of people have discount codes, but for me, $20 for a highlighter is still kind of expensive, especially when, like I said, I have highlighters that are at an affordable price point that I really love. I love my Pixi highlighter duo that I got from TJ Maxx. I love my Midas highlighter that comes in my palette. Like, I just have highlighters that I like already, and there's part of me that just doesn't believe this will be as good as that. But then there's another part of me that is like, oh my gosh, this is gonna change my life forever. What am I waiting for? I just need to get it. I just need to buy all the highlighters from Ofra. But there's also a part of me that's like, is that what I want anymore? You know, like I clearly like a highlight, but I don't necessarily like a highlight that looks super powdery, and that's my fear with Ofra highlight. So I would love to hear from you guys. Do you feel like it's powdery? And if you have texture on your skin, do you like it? Because I do have some texture on my skin. I definitely, like I said, I have dry skin, so when something's too powdery, it really clings to my dry patches. So that has been my fear with the Ofra highlighters, is that it's just not gonna be dry skin friendly. So I'm curious to know what your experience has been. And this is also another case of just being overwhelmed by choice. You know, I say this about indie makeup brands and eyeshadow singles a lot. I want to buy all of the eyeshadow singles, but I get too overwhelmed. Me and my friend Raven were talking about this the other day. We love all the indie makeup singles of eyeshadows, but we're like, the choices, it's too difficult. And I feel the same way about these Ofra highlighters. I'm like, they have so many, which one do I get? I feel like Glazed Donut would probably be the go-to, because I know that was Nikki's, and like a lot of people like that one. But then I also came out with one recently that's like, they do those half highlighters, you know, they do like 2 shades and you can mix them together, do the 2 sides. So I'm kind of more interested in one of those, because I'm like, at least it's more bang for your buck, and I like to mix things. So I think there was one, it was called Milk and Cookies. It looked nice, but I wasn't sure if it would be too deep for my skin tone. So if you're watching this video and you've tried an Ofra highlighter, 1, tell me if they're worth it or not, and 2, tell me what shade I should get. Look at my face, look at this pale face. What would look good on this face? I don't know, what's a good shade for this face? Let me know. If I even go slightly too deep for a highlighter on my face, it looks awful, and I'm sure that's the case for anybody who buys a highlighter that's not their shade. But for me, if I use a shade that is not like lighter than my skin tone or equal to my skin tone, it looks so off, and I have so much regret. So I have FOMO right now because I don't want to have regret. So I would love to hear from you guys if you've ever tried the Ofra highlighters. I'd love your little review. Give me a little review. I don't know why I'm talking like this suddenly. Clearly I got a lot of feelings about these Ofra highlighters, so do let me know your experience. Alright, and with that, you guys, we have reached the end of the video. Those are all of the makeup products that gave me FOMO. Actually, no, that's not all of the makeup products, but I don't want this video to be a million years long, so I definitely will make more in the future. I would ask if you want to see more, but to be honest, it doesn't matter because I really like making these videos, so I'll probably make them anyways. But still, let me know if you want to see more videos like this. I have FOMO for so many things, and 99% of them are makeup, so I would love to talk about this. As I think I briefly mentioned at some point in the video, I'm on a makeup low buy for the year 2021, so since I can't buy as much makeup, I like to talk about the makeup that I want to buy. But again, if you sell me with a glowing review, I will trust you. I'm a trustworthy lady, and you guys are so smart and wise, and you guys have given me so many good suggestions for makeup in the past, so like, I definitely trust you. So let me know if you've tried any of these things, if you think I should take my FOMO and turn it into buying I can't think of anything that rhymes with that. Should I turn my FOMO into success? I mean, as I mentioned, I've done it once with the MAC Glow Play blush and it felt amazing, and you know, I got it at Marshall's. I would love to just find all of this makeup at Marshall's. If you could just put those Dior Backstage face palettes in Marshall's, I would love that. Thank you so much, Dior. But thank you guys so much for watching. If you like this video, give it a big thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel. I post new videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. They're always a freaking blast. Oh, if you made it to the end of the video, go check out my community post because I posted a picture of my naked eye and I want you guys to design graphic liner looks for me. So if you haven't seen that post yet, please go check it out. I would love for you to design graphic liner for me. That would be so fun. So definitely do that. Also, check out my description box for all of the makeup on my face today, as well as a bunch of Black Lives Matter resources and resources to support the Asian American community. So please click on those if you haven't yet. And I thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye! I'll see you later. I'll be thinking about you. I'll be missing you. Okay, bye.